Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. First up, Mr. Evan Poyser, popularly known as Heavy. You are celebrating your birthday today. Now, my viewers, my subscribers, I say this without any fear of contradiction that Heavy is one of the best electricians you can find in Western Jamaica. Heavy, he's living at a community named Grotto in Saban Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Sir Heavy, your daughter, she has asked us to wish you a happy birthday. Let's hope that today you're going to be having a wonderful birthday and may you live to see a whole heap more. So today, in the midst of the Mayhem Reports, I'm going to be introducing you to the top superstore in Negril. It's called the Golden Nuggets Superstore. It's located in the Negril Square, right on the road like you're heading up to Red Ground, right behind the Golden Nugget Plaza. Listen to the boss.
Good morning, how you doing? Introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Gregory.
So you are what? You are the boss for the store?
Yes.
So how long have you been open?
Around 2 months.
2 months?
Yes.
So how things been so far?
It's been good.
Yeah. So what you have? I see you have a wide range of things here. You want to tell us what and what we can get here?
So it's like a wide variety of like every kind of thing. We sell restaurant supplies, kitchen supplies, cooking supplies. We sell hotel supplies. We sell towels, linens, all of that. We sell bicycles. We just have a little mess here right now because we're getting in new stuff.
Yeah. So like what time in the mornings you open and the days of the week that you open?
Monday to Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We open at 9. Close at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, we sell mattresses. We sell fans. All these stuff you can see
cookware.
here.
Oh,
Deep fryers.
Yes.
Air fryers.
Okay. Pots and pans.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how the prices? Because people are going to ask about prices. Oh, I see some good prices here. 680 if it's like these. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, everything not really that organized because it was
Yeah.
a rush opening.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. For Christmas.
Yes, and we're getting some new stuff as well for the Christmas.
Okay.
Right now, that's why we...
Yeah, reorganizing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So keep on looking at the items in the store while I give you the news. First up, this one took place yesterday morning, Wednesday, November 29, about minutes to 6 o'clock. We are learning that a team of police officers, acting on intelligence, they carried out a search at a house at 135 Darling Street in Saban Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland and bingo. One Taurus 357 Magnum revolver with the serial number intact, containing 4 live rounds, were found. 2 guys who were found in the house, they were taken into police custody and charged. Big up on yourself. And officers, job well done. This next incident, it took place last night, Wednesday, November 29, about a few minutes after 7 o'clock. We are learning that a 63-year-old taxi operator from the parish of Westmoreland, he was driving a white Nissan AD wagon motorcar that he used to operate as a taxi. He was driving along the Barham Road when he stopped at a pipe along the roadway to drink some water. He left the keys in the car and the engine still running. We are told that a motorcycle with 2 hoodlums aboard drove up and stopped beside the car. The pillion, he pulled a gun and pointed it at the 63-year-old taxi driver, telling him to run. The driver, he followed the instructions and ran off. The pillion, he then drove away with the car, and he and his crony made good their escape. Just like that. Now, in this next story, over the past few years, there has been ongoing mayhem in the Gregory Park area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Hoodlums from areas like Clark's Road, Gulf, Mexico, Christian Penn, and other areas, they have been shooting at and killing each other. A lot of innocent people have also been killed or injured. On Sunday afternoon, November 28, 2021, a little bit over 2 years ago, about 12:15, a guy, his name is Anton Bryan. He was born on March 14, 1984, and he lived at Darling Street in Kingston. We are told that Anton, he was standing along the roadway in the vicinity of a shop at Walcott Drive in the same Gregory Park area when he was allegedly approached by two brothers. One of them is known as Miguel Tracey, and the other one is Shavan Tracey, popularly known as Six. Both of them are living at Dover Avenue in the Gregory Park area of Portmore. It is alleged that both brothers, they were armed with handguns. It is said that they both opened gunfire at Anton, hitting him to his head and his upper body. Anton, he managed to run off and fell in a nearby yard, and the two brothers, they made good their escape. Anton, he was rushed by residents to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. So the police, they launched a search for the brothers, and Shavan Tracey, also known as Six, he was recently picked up by the police. He was subsequently identified as one of the killers, and he has been charged by the police. He has been charged for 1. Murder, 2. Conspiracy to murder, 3. Illegal possession of firearm, and 4. Illegal possession of ammunition, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next incident, this one took place Tuesday night, November 28, about 10 o'clock. It took place right in the vicinity of the Kentucky Fried Chicken on Lewis Street in Saban Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that two guys, they were standing in front of the KFC. One of them, his name is Anthony James. On Monday coming up, December 4, Anthony, he would be celebrating his 18th birthday. He lived at Dexter Street in Saban Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that while they were there talking, a guy known as Prezi, he said to be living in Negril. He came on the scene and stepped up to the guy that Anthony was standing beside and talking to, and accused him of stealing a bicycle belonging to a female. An argument developed between Prezi and the guy when we are told that Anthony, he intervened and told Prezi, "Leave my friend alone and go." Prezi and Anthony, they started to argue when it is said that Prezi, he got into a rage and pulled a ratchet knife from his pocket. He then used the ratchet knife to inflict serious wounds to Anthony's neck and the left side of his chest. Anthony, he ran towards the direction of the Saban Lamar police station, but he collapsed and fell on the embankment in the vicinity of the library. Prezi, he then made good his escape on foot in the area. The police, they were called and they rushed with Anthony to the Saban Lamar Public Hospital where he died whilst he was being treated. So, Prezi, he's now wanted by the police for the offense of murder. The mayhem. This next incident, it took place yesterday morning, Wednesday, November 29, about 11 o'clock. It took place at Felicity Road in the Glendevon area of St. James. We are learning that two guys, they were traveling in a black Nissan Teda motor car along the Felicity Main Road. On reaching a certain section along the road, it is said that the car that they were driving in, it ran out of gas. The guys in the car, they came out and were pouring gas from a jug in the car when hoodlums opened gunfire at them. The two guys, they ran off and hid until the smoke was clear. The police, they were called, and on their arrival, it was observed that the black Nissan Teda motor car, which was parked along the roadway, it had received gunshot damage to the front windscreen, the front right window and door, the right rear view mirror, and the front left window of the motor car. None of the guys who were in the car were injured. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a total of 16 spent shells were recovered from the scene. So it never done, because we are told that last night there was a reprisal attack. It took place about 7:30 last night, right in the vicinity of the Glendevon Primary School at Joan Avenue in the Glendevon area of St. James. We are told that residents of the area, they heard gunshots being fired and they called the police. When the police went and made checks, a guy, his name is Romaine, right, but he's popularly known as Big Barney. He was born on August 22, 1997, 26 years old, and he lived in the Hendon Norwood area of St. James. We are told that Big Barney, he was found lying on his back along the roadway in a pool of blood. He had received gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. He appeared to have died on the spot. We are told that when this crime scene was processed, 12 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. Now, in this next story, that guy, his name is Quensie Foster, but he was popularly known as BussHead. BussHead, he was born on September 1, 1995, 28 years old. He lived at Post Office Hill in the Cambridge area of St. James. Now, this is what we are learning about BussHead. We are told that a long time, BussHead in the badness. You remember that hoodlum on your screen? His name is Ryan Peterkin, but he was popularly known as Ratty. It is said that BussHead, he was once one of Ratty's cronies, and they committed many atrocities in the parish of St. James, especially in the Cambridge police area. Also, BussHead, he was charged for shooting and injuring another hoodlum named Owen Morris, popularly known as Oret. That incident took place either in May or April of last year, 2022. BussHead, he went to court and he was granted bail. Now, that case with him and Oret is still in the courts, even though Oret, he was shot and killed on Tuesday afternoon, October 24, while he was standing outside a shop in the train line area of Tank Road at Cambridge in the parish of St. James. Hoodlums drove up in a white Toyota Fielder motor car and dirt Oret. Now, I carried a story that another hoodlum, his name is Racine Reed, but he was popularly known as KlLLED. He was 30 years old and he lived at Copperwood in the same Cambridge area. I told you that KlLLED, he was shot and killed as an act of reprisal for the killing of Oret. Oret's cronies, they also blamed BussHead for his death. And like I said, from Ratty days, some guys in the area, them have up BussHead. Well, yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, November 29, about some minutes to 2 o'clock, residents of the Rosemount area of Cambridge, they heard gunshots being fired in the area. When the smoke was cleared, they went and made checks. BussHead, he was seen lying on his back in a pool of blood. The police, they were called, and when they inspected BussHead, he had gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. BussHead, he appeared to have died on the spot. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? Remember, you are not loving the stories. You are loving the fact that we are taking the time out to go above and beyond to get the behind the scenes information and bring them to you. So hit on the love button. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final stories for today, Hoodlums went on a rampage in the parish of Westmoreland last night. That man on your screen, his name is Romie Taylor. On December 29, coming up, Romie, he would be celebrating his 36th birthday. For years, Romie, he has been a taxi driver plying the route Saban Lamar to Burn Savannah. Romie lived at Burn Savannah. We are told that yesterday evening, Wednesday, November 29, about 6:30, Romie, he was at a car wash operated by a family member at Bark Road in the Standpipe area of Burn Savannah in the parish of Westmoreland when a motorbike with two hoodlums aboard drove up and stopped. The pillion, he jumped off the bike with a gun in his hand and him juked down Romie, who was standing beside the silver Toyota Voxy that he operated as a taxi. The hoodlum instructed Romie to hand over the key for the vehicle, and it is said that Romie, he resisted. The hoodlum, he opened a barrage of gunshots at Romie, hitting him to the right side of his head, his upper and lower back. The pillion, he then took the keys away from Romie and drove away in the vehicle, and he and his crony, they made good their escape. Romie, he was rushed to the Saban Lamar hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. The police, they were called, and when the police processed this crime scene, 7 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. So, listen me now. And when me chat, who want Bex? Bex, till your boss. Bex if you want Bex. But with all of the soldiers patrolling the streets in Westmoreland, with all of the police patrolling the streets in Westmoreland, how come the hoodlums drove the Voxy that they robbed from Romie with the same license plate on it? They went and picked up 6 of their cronies, and by minutes to 8 o'clock last night, they were at the Hypnosis Nightclub at Broughton in the Little London area of Westmoreland. How come? Now, if you look on your screen, that is the party that was to be held at the club last night. You see that? Now, that man on your screen, is it Davroy or Davroy? But, well, I'm going to say Davroy, but his name is Davroy Barnes. He's popularly known as DJ Myrie. On June 2, earlier this year, DJ Myrie, he celebrated his 37th birthday. DJ Myrie was a disc jockey who he would go around and play at dances or parties. He was not booked for the party last night, but he had gone there to give support. We are told that DJ Myrie, he was sitting in his white Toyota Voxy on the roadway beside the club. Our information is that DJ Myrie, he had saved and bought that Voxy recently. In fact, our information is that it was only yesterday that he licensed and insured the Voxy. DJ Myrie, he was sitting in his Toyota Voxy when the silver Toyota Voxy that the hoodlums had robbed from Romie with the same license plate drove up and stopped at the club. 8 hoodlums came out of the Voxy. They were armed with rifles and handguns. Some of the hoodlums went into the club, and 2 of them went and juked down DJ Myrie, who was sitting in his Voxy. We are told that the hoodlums, they instructed DJ Myrie to hand over the keys for the vehicle and his money. Our information is that DJ Myrie, he resisted, and the hoodlums opened gunfire at him, hitting him to the left side of his chest and his upper arm. The hoodlums who went into the club, they proceeded to rob about 5 or 6 persons who were inside of their cell phones, cash, top shelf liquor. They also robbed the DJ who was playing of his silver Apple laptop. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the same silver Toyota Voxy that they had robbed from Romie in Burn Savannah. DJ Myrie, he was found slumped around the steering wheel of his Toyota Voxy, bleeding from his wounds. He was rushed to the Saban Lamar hospital and rushed right into surgery, where he died moments later. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals